What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, 360 Jeep. Now I'm playing, man. Hey, shout out to 360 Jeezy, but this ain't 360 Jeezy. Today, my name is Drez. I've never done a video like this, but it was very heavy on my conscience to do stuff like this because if you check out my videos on IGTV, you'll see lately I've become enlightened to my soul about some things that in this reality that are esoteric knowledge that not many people are aware of, or occult knowledge, and I'm basically here to expose that knowledge because I feel like as X is trying to do, we right now are in the age of information. All right, we have information at our fingertips. If you want to seek the truth, if you want to find knowledge, you know what I'm saying, it's out there. You just have to go out there and get it. I feel like we are the generation that, you know what I'm saying, other generations didn't have it like that. If somebody knew some knowledge, they had to read it out of a book, and it might have been hard to even access that book, or from a certain person. It might have been hard to access that person. It wasn't like they could just call them and FaceTime them and be like, yo, you feel me? So what I'm saying now is that the age that we are in, we as human beings need to come together on a collective consciousness and recognize what's really going on, behind the scenes. There's more to this world than this physical that we know. It's way more than physical. So today, now that I got that out of the way, what I'm gonna go over is the XXX Tentacion sad music video. I'm gonna break it down part by part and give you what I know from my knowledge of the certain things that's included in it. So we can go ahead and dive in. Like I said, this is my first video. If I knew how to create a video so we could watch it together and I can go play by play, I would, but right now y'all just gonna have to go off of this. Alright, so I got it pulled up on the TV right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hop into this. Alright, so when we hop in, my name is Gek Yume. So Gekyume. I was actually curious on what that was because the black face to me was odd. I associate that black face again with negative energy or a demon or some sort. I'm not really sure what it was, but in reality it's just X with a black face. But I looked up Gek Yume, and what it means is that it was a word invented by XXX Tentacion. I seen threads from like May 13th, around April, May of 2018. That's when I first seen the word for people putting it in the Reddit. I think that's around the time he created it. And basically what it means is a higher dimension of thought. You know what I'm saying? It has something to do with thought. So keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that I just mentioned mind. So it starts off the video, it's just the subtitles, why do you love, or whatever. So immediately when I first watched this video, I had a feeling that this was going to be X in the casket. So he starts off in the church, he's walking, and everybody else head down. Everybody else head is down. I think it kind of reflects with the notion of the sad. I guess they're all sad. Yeah, people are looking like they're going through it. They look sad, and basically he gets up to his casket. What's interesting to note is that when he gets up to the casket, he himself, the one that's in the casket, is dressed in all black. It's dressed in all black. It's not just for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason he's dressed in all black. His all black is supposed to represent his evil side. It's, what I'm saying? These are supposed to represent himself in his mind. He has his evil side and he has his good side. And I'm going to go into depth more about that right now. So, he has his side, he has his evil side, his black, is associated with negative energy. And it cuts into the part where he's talking to it. It appears to be a reaper of some sort. And his head is down with his hands together. He's in a submissive position. Alright? So whatever this figure is clearly has control over him. And it says, here's my demand. You will spread love throughout the world, praise and joy unto my name, and change the overall cycle of energy we are digesting. Now, I'm thinking that I can't really tell from the scene if this is supposed to be X saying this, praise and joy unto his name, or is it supposed to be the Reaper saying this? But what is very interesting to note is that he says, and change the overall cycle of energy we are digesting. Digesting means taking in. I don't know if you guys know this, but this everything in this world is energy. Everything is energy, man. And everything that's energy, it vibrates and it has its own frequency. So if to make sense for you, You may say, well, I don't see this energy, or I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel this energy. Well, the thing is, you can't see oxygen, can you? But we need it. You can't see gravity, but we know that law is in effect. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the radio frequencies. If I tune in a V103, I'm not going to get 107.9. You know what I'm saying? So basically what that means, or if I tune in at 107.9, I'm not going to get V103 because those radio frequencies are in tune, in alignment with the station that I set it. So it's the same thing when it comes to your energy. You know what I'm saying? If you desire something, right? This is going to do with something called the law of attraction, if you guys haven't heard of it. But with the law of attraction, whatever you desire, you have to resonate on that same frequency. You have to be aligned in that same frequency in order to receive it. Just like I said, you don't turn into V103 and receive frequencies from goddamn 107.9. That's not how it works. So energy is all around us. And the thing is that energy has been put into, I mean, like I said, energy is all around us, all right? And your thoughts are energy, your emotions and your feelings are energy. One thing about XXX Tentacion was that he was very, towards the end of his career, or towards the end of his life, he was very aware of his emotions and feelings and stuff like that. That all contributes to your energy, all right? So when I say that we all vibrate at a certain frequency, by having negative emotions, fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, all of those are negative frequencies. And what they actually do is, since we all vibrate at a certain frequency, you have some things that's at a high frequency, some things are at a low frequency. Those are emotions and feelings associated with low frequency. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts can invoke feelings and emotions, which in turn contributes to that negative energy that you may be putting out. So it's very interesting, and it's very interesting that throughout the video, he says, this is the first thing he says, and change the overall cycle of energy we are digesting. So what he's trying to do is allow people to become enlightened on that. First, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like math, or any problem. Before you can solve a problem, you first must be aware of it. A lot of people aren't even aware that, things that we see in media or hear in music, they have a negative energy associated with them. And if we are not constantly aware of that, then that negative energy can contribute to us, lower our vibration, and make it harder for us to be able to attract the things that we want to attract. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on going. I'm not going to say too much about that. I think I said enough. I'll probably say a little bit more as I go throughout this video. And if y'all want a video about that, I can explain it real simple, real easy. You know what I'm saying, for that. But right now we're here to break this down, so I'm going to keep going. So it says the world is in need of change. Humans must learn to love and compromise rather than destroy. When it comes to making your frequency high, love is one of the strongest emotions. It's one of the best things to raise your frequency. Love and joy. Now counter to that would be fear and hate. Those are very low frequency vibes. Those are the counter to that. You know what I'm saying? For every action, there's a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So he's still sitting here. He looks like he's in submissive to whatever this dark figure is. And he says, blessings be upon those who have come to this visual presentation with good energy and love rather than malice. So he's basically saying the people that have good energy, you know what I'm saying, they will be blessed. And those with negative intent, thank you. Your energy has been transmuted in the amount of time that you've taken to give your energy. So the amount of time that you've come to, post whatever negative energy about him, it's already done. The world will soon be more loving. You will see. I hope that comes true. You know what I'm saying? This is why I feel like that it's partly my job too to break shit down and tell y'all things that y'all might didn't know. So music starts and he starts fighting himself. Remember, his sofa bed is dressed all black. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm not afraid to let go. No suicide if you ever go. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. So what's interesting next is after he's fighting himself, it goes into his eye, the real XXX Tentacion, the one that walked into the church. It goes into his eye, and you see him inside of the chair. Okay? He's just rocking back and forth. Then you see a clock. Now I think this clock is to represent time and how time just keeps on ticking. Time is infinite. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's something that's from the divine or God, and you know, time doesn't really exist. Time here on this earth, we judge time, you know, because off of the sun or whatever. But when you actually die, time does not. Time is infinite. It's as the Bible says. What's the word? Eternity is like that. It's long, everlasting. So it goes into his mind, and then it comes back out. Now he's fighting himself. And what he says next is a lot of times celebrities give people the key, but people aren't even aware of it. If you're not aware, you can't receive the message. You have to first become aware. So he says, so now it comes back to the scene with the Reaper figure in him. He's still in a submissive position. He says, they do not understand you. Do you not fear? Fear. Alright? Remember what I just said about fear and hate. Those are on a counter. Those are low vibrational frequency. Those are the quickest things to bring your vibrational frequency down. Then after that, directly after that, it says your worst enemy is yourself. The reason why your worst enemy is yourself is because if you are a negative person and you aren't aware that what you think and what you feel is creating your reality, you are holding yourself back from being able to consciously create whatever it is that you want. We humans are like magnets when it comes to the frequency. If you vibrate, the frequency that you vibrate on is what you are going to attract. Like attracts like. We know this. Also, if you don't believe in this frequency and everything is energy, look up Nikola Tesla and also look at some of Einstein's theories on energy. It exists. You know what I'm saying? We know this. Electricity itself is energy. That's what it is. So it says your worst enemy is yourself. A lot of people don't understand that, but you know, a lot of sayings say if you want to change, it has to start from within, and that is so true. If you want to change anything on this outer world, it has to start from within. Our outer world is nothing but a reflection of what is within. So you can be your worst enemy. So don't do that. So it continues. Now it says, it is your memories that hold you to the person that you were. Now, from the ages of 0 through 6, we have experiences that, because during 0 to 6, we are most susceptible to be, we're innocent, we don't know anything that somebody tells us we believe. This is what you call your ego. You know what I'm saying? Your ego is being instilled into you from the ages 0 to 6. So what you were told between these certain ages, when you were a child, you know what I'm saying, is so important. So it's saying, and this is saying, it is your memories that hold you to the person that you were. Basically, your ego is stopping you from becoming a person that you're supposed to be. Because anybody that's watching this video right now saying, this man is talking bullshit, that is your ego. Because that is what you were taught when you were younger. Because when you're younger, your mind is fertile, and it's like planting a seed in the ground, and you water it, your parents water it, and it grows. It becomes, you start thinking and believing in a certain way. But, like it says, it's your memories that hold you to the person that you were. So you need to be able to a point, detach from your ego, so you will be able to understand new things. It's also open-minded. It's the same thing. If you're not open-minded, your ego is big. Also, pride is a bad thing. And it says, to amount to the light you can become. The light you can become. The light is representing, light represents positive energy. Dark is representing negative energy. Then he says, you must understand the power of your mind. This man is giving people the key. He has given niggas the key. Alright? But people are not aware. And this is why I had to make this video, so that you will be aware what he means by you must understand the power of your mind. And if you watch some of X's other interviews before he died, he touched based on a couple of subjects on the power of your mind. The power of your mind is everything that I've been telling you. After he says the power of your mind, he's doing this. You know what I'm saying? He's just flinging him old self. Like it's easy. It's nothing to him. Now, of course, you can't now he just went through that phase after that. and now he's now realized the power of his mind. So he's not even laying a hand on dude no more, because he understands the power of his mind. That's right there. It's supposed to be symbolic.
I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. Life's something that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah.
So now we go back into his eyes. You see him sitting there, and then we go past that. And now it takes us to the light. The light is representing a new him. And him, by him placing the dark, the all black, him of himself in the light, is showing that he has now left that behind. You know what I'm saying? He has now become enlightened. He is now with the light. He understands the power of his mind. He understands the power of energy. And he's leaving that negative energy within a positive energy. You feel me? So now, and then he walks away. Now he walks away as a new him. He's laying to rest the old him, which may have thought negative and stuff like that. Then there's a note. It says, people change, things change, and so did I. As long as the outcome is good for myself and my family, I'm not complaining. That note is very interesting. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think I have to really break that down. It is what it is. And I want her love all to myself, loyalty. And then I think that's it. Then at the end it says rest in peace Prince X, which is very odd. But okay. It says you have done well at battling yourself. Your demon seems to honor your effort. Are you satisfied? So notice it says battling yourself. In this video is depicted as him physically battling himself, but then he also was mentally battling himself by doing this shit right here, like he had the force. You know what I'm saying? And again, it just shows you that the only person that's stopping you from achieving your biggest dreams and your goals and becoming whatever it is that you want to be is yourself. It is your own mind. Certain people have limiting beliefs, and those beliefs are limiting them. Let go of your ego, and you can become anything and do whatever it is that you want to do. It's meant for us. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, you tune into the frequency of what you want, and it will come to you. I promise you. Now, I would suggest that I've given you the knowledge, and I would highly suggest that you take this knowledge and don't just take it and digest it, but take it and search deeper. Because when you search deeper, that makes you become curious, and you'll actually find more things. You'll actually see how, okay, a lot of things such as magic, aka magic, I'm talking about actual magic, like people summoning demons and shit like that. Then there's stuff like chi, you know what I'm saying? Then there's people, Rikis, they heal people with their energy. There's people in Africa that believe in the spirits and they get healed. The thing is, when you start searching for the truth, you'll see that there are multiple different religions or whatever the hell you want to call it that really all believe in the same thing. And what they all believe that they all have in common and what they believe is energy, and being able to use that energy and manipulate it for whatever purposes you want. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, I'll leave off on this, that any manipulation of energy that is negative, damn, somebody help me here, man. Somebody is reading my mind right now. They know what I'm trying to say. It'll have a repercussion. Anything, any negative, misuse of energy, you'll have a repercussion. So that's it for today. That's all I got. I'm sorry I ran a video kind of long, but in order to, explain this video, I had to go a little deeper into things. I didn't want to just be too vague about things, because I actually have the goal of wanting to help everybody else become enlightened. Yeah, so if you like this video, make sure that you share it, like it. Yeah, I'll be uploading some more videos on here. I got some couple of songs on my channel that I might do, but after really learning about the music industry, I'm really done with music. But that's a whole nother subject. So yeah, appreciate y'all for watching me. If you stuck to the end, hey, you a real one, and come on, man, let's get this knowledge together.